Welcome back. We are still talking sports, but it's time to take it to the national level. You know what? Only 2 weeks left in the NFL regular season, and these games are just getting huge.
These games are huge, but we got some huge news here as well. Welcoming now the newest member of our 47 ABC sports team, Angela Santoro, who is with a very special guest this week. Angela?
Thank you, guys. I am so excited to be here. Now, the Ravens have a big game today against the Texans, so we welcome in on the phone Tony Lombardi, our Ravens insider. The Ravens have the Texans this weekend, and when I think of Texans, I automatically think J.J. Watt. How concerned should the Ravens be with a player like Watt?
Well, J.J. Watt has 16.5 sacks so far this season, and the Texans have 31 as a team, so I think that they should be very concerned. Although if you look back at the game last year, played, I believe, on week 2 or 3 of the 2013 season, could have been week 3, when they defeated the Texans 30-9. During that game, J.J. Watt had 1 sack. I think he took Joe Flacco down for a loss of 8. But other than that, he wasn't like a dominant factor. But it could be that they rolled people towards him and make sure that J.J. Watt was going to single-handedly take them down.
All right, well, I think Ravens fans are probably feeling a little bit better about that after hearing last year's stats. And on the topic of Ravens fans, what do you think Ravens fans are saying about their team's playoff possibilities?
If you think back to 2012, those last 5 regular season games, the Ravens lost 4 of them. And then they got everything back on track. They played the Indianapolis Colts in Baltimore when Ray Lewis came back, and then when he did, they ran the table from that point forward. Joe Flacco got real hot. So a lot of Ravens fans, I think, are looking back at that saying, if you get to the postseason, anything's possible. There's a lot of different combinations of getting Ravens into the playoffs, even if they lose on Sunday. But I think most Ravens fans are saying, just win the next 2 games. We know that we're in, if that's the case, either as a wild card or as division winners.
All right, well, the Ravens only have 2 games left against the Texans and the Browns, so I think a playoff spot is definitely attainable. What's your prediction for the Ravens and Texans game today?
Well, I think the Ravens are in a good situation because their front 7 on defense is playing very, very well. They're getting after the quarterback. They've had 14 sacks in the last 2 games, and I think a young quarterback, whether it be Keenum, that seems to be the way they're going right now, the Texans, or Thad Lewis, either one of those guys is going to be staring down a pretty good pass rush, particularly if they take out Arian Foster. And I think with that in mind and the fact that the Ravens have more to play for than the Texans do, I see the Ravens winning a fairly low-scoring game. I'm going to say 23-13 Ravens.
Well, Tony, thank you for talking with us today. And guys, I agree with Tony. I think the Texans are struggling at the quarterback position, and the Ravens can definitely capitalize on that. Am I alone on this one, or do you guys agree with me?
Oh, plain and simple. I mean, the Ravens can't afford to lose this game. And the other side, Texans got really nothing to play for after my Colts helped them out a little bit by knocking them out of playoff contention last week. We did our part. You guys are welcome, Ravens fans. Don't worry about it. We'll go ahead and do this next year for you as well. But I think Baltimore is going to make a statement in this game. I think they're going to come out early, punch them in the mouth. I think it'll be over pretty quick. I got it around 28-13.
Let me tell you something. If the Ravens lose to a 4th-string quarterback, they don't deserve to even be thinking about the playoffs. The Texans are starting a rookie. No doubt in my mind the Ravens get it done 27-13.
Oh, we'll find out. The Cowboys got a big game too, and we'll find out about that. Well, it's time for our final commercial break, but coming up next, it's what everyone has been waiting for, our top plays of the week. Who made it this time? Stick around to find out. That's coming up next.
Jason Fox, Parkside Wrestling 138. You're watching the Marvel Sports Insider.